Good morning, afternoon, evening, etc., wherever it is for you when you are watching this, and welcome back, Hades. Fiddling with the boom here. I disappeared for like the last week. Again, nothing new, but this time I have like a valid excuse, even though like, you know, part of the excuse was like I legit slept 24 extra hours this weekend, which is great. Love that. Looking forward to getting more of that. Bad news, spent a lot of time at the grocery store for reasons you probably are already aware of. Standard housekeeping stuff, watch this on a faster speed. If you see this video is an hour long, save yourself some time. Videos are not for children. If you want to skip ahead to the actual combat, where I'm going to be using the new weapons this time around, go ahead and hover your mouse cursor down to the bottom of that video here and find the part where I'm not in the lobby talking to people.
Congratulations, boy.
And we'll go from there. You know the drill. Let's get some lore going.
You took Lord Hades down. You really did. I've never seen him quite like this before. I could scarce believe it when he came up through the pool of sticks himself.
Yeah, beating him like
Seemed
10
only fair
times.
in the grand scheme of things. He slew his own parents at some point, right? I think the fates enjoy this sort of thing.
Come on, Zag. Take some credit where it's due. Though, you'll forgive me if I keep my distance for a little while, as I think you have some issues to resolve. You watch yourself.
I'm planning to.
Watch yourself.
Achilles,
He's gone.
have you ever run across the shade of Daedalus in all your time? I found some of his legendary hammers out there, but no sign of him.
I've never met him, no. Your father keeps him fully occupied with building out his underworld and renovating constantly. No wonder some of his old crafting tools are strewn about. I take it you've been able to make use of them?
Indeed I have.
Alright, what does your father have to say?
How are you finding my old trusty spear, then, hmm? Or perhaps you have a preference for my brother's and my sister's former arms. Kept under lock and key, and yet they're now in your possession, it would seem.
The weapons in the courtyard. Of course you know about them by now. I stole them. Why not just take them from me? I'd be stuck.
The thought has long since crossed my mind. However, I'm not fool enough to tamper with those cursed things. They go where they please. They cannot be contained. Like you. Now why don't you go entertain each other more?
Alright. Shopperooski, anything for sale? Faded Keys gives you a reroll. Nah, I don't even have the diamonds for it. We got a lot of gems, so I guess we could probably do some of this. Court musician stand. That's gonna take a gem or a diamond. No, we don't do that. Luxury seating. The love seats. Just a singular chair? That's all we get? I thought we were getting more than one. We paid 60 gems for that. You give me a singular seat. Brain's a little scrambled here. We'll get into that. Expect today to be a little bit more, I don't want to say lo-fi because that like just easily fits in the meme of, you know, it's lo-fi videos to sleep, study, and relax to. Hardly me, but maybe today that's going to be the case. Up until we go like full YouTuber when like, you know, Hydra starts beating me and I'm like, oh my god, dude, here it is. Kitchenette. Fire pit? Yeah, fire pit. I have a fire pit in my house. Pretty nice. We don't use it much. Cozy though. Definitely something you want to have for the winter times. Roast some s'mores on it. It's a good time.
Yes.
Megan.
So about Tisiphone, is everything alright with her? Talk of murder all the time and all.
Tisiphone is charged with punishing the worst that mortals have to offer. More than charged. Her work is everything to her.
No time for family or recreation, then I take it. Pity what happens to those overly obsessed with work.
Huh?
I get what you're insinuating, Zagreus. I'm nothing like her. Not even close. And don't you dare compare the two of us again.
Oh, social link down. Weird. Handing those fish that I got from the amazing fish boon. I still only got 4. Could have been 5. That's on me. Any good trades? Yo, diamond. We take those. 10 nectars for an additional diamond. It's tempting. I don't have any use for these keys, so that's actually a pretty good pay it forward. And Dusa.
Lastly, Dusa, you are not permitted to address the prince unless first spoken to. You are invisible to him. Now, are we understood?
Yes, Miss Nix. We're understood. I mean, I understand. be going then.
Oh. It all makes sense, doesn't it? Do we get any bonuses? Any bonuses at all? No.
Prophecy's been added to the list.
Oh, there's more to the list? Keep making them, Supergiant. Keep making them. Catch 50 river denizens and report to Poseidon. Alright, that's gonna be a long-term goal. Learn to... I mean, I'll have to, like, look up how to do some of these. I'm not someone that's a fan of, like, you know, just being the modern-day gamer. It's like, I don't know how to do something. Let me just whip out the game facts and, nope, there's a solution. Want to figure it out for yourself sometimes. Yeah, we have no... What? What is this? Huh? How long has it been like this? No. What is this? Each rank makes you deal 10% damage when you strike on damaged foes. Each rank makes 40% of the purple drink you collect restore your HP by that much. This one's locked hardcore. Restore you to 30% HP once per chamber when your total life is depleted. Okay. That removes my Death's Defiance. I don't know about that one, Chief. Ruthless Reflex. If you dash just before getting hit, gain 50% damage and dodge chance for 2 seconds. Abyssal Blood. Each foe, or each rank reduces the foe's speed and damage by 5% when they have the crystal thing in them. Stygian Soul, each rank... excuse me here, like I'm trying to read the words here and then I see a crystal in there. I'm like, what do you say for this? Each crystal thing, right? It generates, but no longer drops. Each rank makes this 1 second faster. Interesting. 5-second regen on those. Each rank gives you a 5% of your total. Gives you 5% of your total gold each time you clear an underworld region. Each rank gives you 5% damage while you are above 80% or greater. That's actually pretty nice. Each rank gives you a 3% chance for 3% damage for each boon of a different god whose boons you have. Okay. So mix it up. Interesting. 3% damage for each different god whose boon you have. That seems like a long-term bad idea, just because like you want to be going hard on some of them in particular, but you know. Each rank gives you 1% chance for a boon to be legendary or duo if possible. Okay. Each rank gives you 1% chance for boons, hammers, and palms. Okay. It's also pretty cool. Each rank gives you a reroll used randomly after to alter boon and Well of Charon choices. Well, this is all fine and good. I didn't know they had this in the game. Gonna have to mess with that one day. Maybe today, maybe not. I mean, the biggest one I want to do, I'm curious about, I should say, is Stubborn Defiance. You get 30% of your life one time per chamber when your life is depleted. That's not good for the Hades fight, because that's just... Unless you can, of course, you know, get it like 3 times per chamber, then that's actually not that bad. Not that bad at all. I do prefer Death's Defiance. This one's tempting. 10% damage when you strike undamaged foes. It's all cool. We're gonna put that on the back burner here, because there's things I just want to sort of play the game and just chat about, so you'll have to forgive me. If I stay consistent and I like do runs daily like I state I'm supposed to be doing, we'll get to that one. I sold my fucking keys. I sold my keys. I am a fool. I am a goddamn fool. No. Please, there's only so much time in the day.
Wretched broker, what's new, my friend?
Keys. Thank you, my good sir. Understood. Have a nice day. I will never make the same mistake again. Yes, I know I did. I just made the mistake here, but like, forgive me. I didn't think about it. It's been so long since I spent keys on an upgrade or unlock, I should say. There we go.
Malf on the twin fists. Let's say we crack some skulls.
Tougher than knuckles. When I say I want to sharpen my knuckles. Oh. Yeah, little flurry. Rising uppercut. Press Q while dashing. Okay. And do we have any blood to crank into this?
You are bound to me, and I am your host.
Yeah. Attack speed and dodge chance, I like that. Your special becomes Magnetic Cutter, and it pulls and deals 20 damage. Unavailable due to ongoing renovations, of course. Aspect of Demeter. Who's that? Oh, that's Frost Lady. Right. You were already like 10 minutes in. I know. After landing 12 strikes, your next special hits more times. Wait, what? Oh, it's the uppercut, right? So 12 strikes, then you get like a 1-2. Hear me out. We're just gonna go deep into the attack speed and dodge chance. It's vanilla, and I like it. And that's some good damage. That's some good damage right there. What heat level we're gonna be at? We're gonna be at heat level not at all, because I want to get all my unlocks, and you already know the drill. Once we get up to heat 1, we'll get up to heat 2. Once we get out of heat 0, I should say, we go to heat 1, heat 2, heat 3, etc. Alright, the video actually begins here, so hello everybody. House cleaning has been done for 10 minutes straight. What's going on in the world of Tim? And, you know, I feel like I just want to say, like, you know, status report, really, or damage report. I'm literally stealing something straight off of Twitter. Where it's like, oh, I wake up each day, and I check, like, various social medias and type in Corona into my Google search to see the news. It's like, ah, yes, things are still quite bad. Quite bad indeed. I shouldn't say bad, but, like, it's getting worse, and people are being very foolish, in my humble opinion. More of that in just a second. Long Knuckle, your attack has more range and deals more damage. Attack sequence ends with a 6% damage dash strike. Dash strike pierces foes and deals 1000 damage to armor. Wow. Let's just go for some more range. Oh dude, Fist of Fury. Like a Dragon Ball Z character. Oh yeah, things they're getting dicey around here. In the States, just in general. That's just gonna be the nature of everything, for a variety of reasons, and like, I really don't want to get political, but I have to feel like I say, or sorry, let's try that sentence again. I don't like getting political, but I do feel like I have to apologize just on behalf of like existing in this country right now. Some of like the things you're hearing and seeing on like, you know, political media and news outlet sources and all that jazz. It's just the honest truth is I'm sorry, especially like a variety of like international groups from like Europe to China. You know what I'm getting at here. It's not okay. And me apologizing doesn't really mean anything in the long run anyway, but it's just like, I genuinely feel bad. Because we're looking like a bunch of clowns out here, and then, you know, we're honking the big nose a little. You know what I'm trying to say here. Deepest apologies, because we're looking like a bunch of fools.
Someday you will be the guest of honor at the biggest feast that you have ever seen. Though I know you've got your hands full for the time.
Yeah, alright. Drunken Strike. I think this is actually a good time to try this one out, because I attack very fast with this guy. So, we'll do it up. Where am I going with this? Yeah, so, you know, apologies on that end, because, like, truthfully, like, there's some things I'm seeing on media that I'm like, is this really, like, the place I live in? And the answer is yes, and that's pretty frustrating on a lot of levels, because, you know, we were better than this, but alas. The world tends to prove me wrong in many ways, shapes, and forms. And mind you, like, I have to take it with a grain of salt. Sometimes I see things on Twitter that makes it seem way worse than it actually is. I've already stated in my piece on Twitter, like, I take it with a huge grain of salt. So anything I've read on Twitter, I take it with like a very small, like, yeah, okay, you know, that's one piece of this, that's one way to look at it, and the other side's like, yeah, this is how it really could be, right? Nah, it is probably on the one half of use your own brain, take this opinion, and then, you know, try not to spin it into like some sort of hysteria that's currently going on here. Because I mentioned at the start of this video here, I went grocery shopping with my mother this weekend, purely on a whim, not because it was like, yo, we gotta get out there and like stock up. Like, we're a family that has like a pretty ample like pantry ready to run, just in general. And if worse comes to worse, like, you know, I'm sitting out here doing the bachelor thing and just eating peanut butter and bread for weeks straight. I can do it. I got no problem with that. But on a whim, it's like, oh yeah, you know, I was running low on some bread and peanut butter. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the store on a Saturday. And she's like, oh yeah, I was planning on going as well. I need some potatoes, some eggs, and, you know, some more bread. I'm like, I mean, I don't know about the bread piece, because I quite literally just got bread, but sure, yeah, we can go. Quite literally is probably one of the most shocking things I've experienced in the grocery store in a long time. My Smiths near my house was not like outright just, you know, bare bones, like every shelf was gone, but there were like a handful of shelves that I'm just like, dang, it is real out here, isn't it? People are actually out there buying all the toilet paper. Like, I went down the toilet paper aisle, like the fabric cleaning, or, you know, the paper toilets, towelettes, whatever you want to call them. I don't know the name of it. Where you buy the toilet paper for your butt or for your dishes or for your nose. Take your pick. Unalterable? Why? Oh yeah, this is that one guy. Yeah, just completely gone.
You help him out again, you'll get 1,000 lashes next we meet. And when I return, this little rock of yours had better be up there rather than here, or else you'll get 1,000 more.
Sounds good. Sounds good, madam. That's more than equitable, really. I'll hold you to that. Be seeing you around.
Hey, I know I was just about going on a piece about, you know, various things, and, you know, she told you not to help me, but you want to help me?
You still in one piece, Sisyphus? Not hurt or anything?
Oh, I'm just fine, thanks, Prince. That Fury sister, she is quite a lass, I have to say, and very, very strong. Bet she could push old Boldy here better than I.
Yeah. And he's still helping me out. What a bro. He's gonna beat your ass later, I'm sorry. I don't know why these people help me out. Like, they're doing it to their own dismay. It's just being a bigger person. Anyway, yeah, grocery store was just like a... You know what? Hang on.
Oh my, you're really giving that to me there, Prince? But I'm just... Why would you...
You better believe it, sir. Now you take care. Be seeing you around.
There you go. Socially go. Excuse me, I'm trying to like burp right into the mic here. I did finish a meal before I started this because I wanted to prevent like some form of scatterbrain, but alas, it's me. It's just how it's gonna be. Oh, I should be loading these guys up as well, huh? Yeah. Dude, I'm loving the Fist of Fury. This is a lot of fun. Like, the 10-minute wait for me to get into this run was absolutely worth it if people stuck around for it. And we'll get to Aphrodite as well. Please, there's just so much stuff happening early on. I want to talk about my life.
Much here worthy of you, but perhaps this can suffice.
Yeah.
My, but if this isn't such a treasure to behold, and I accept it as a sign of your affection. Of something even more, perhaps?
I mean, is there something different outside of affection? Ooh, Tim, she's talking about sex. Yeah, I mean, like, I see what she looks like. I kind of get the hint already.
You are so fortunate to have received the boon of Dionysus prior to my own. He, the most noble and important of us all. The god of wine himself.
Hell yeah, sister. Does that mean we got like a duo thing here? We do not have a duo thing. Aphrodite's 8, it's bad. Passion Dash, it's pretty bad. When foes are slain, they inflict nearby foes with weak and do a blast. I like that.
Strength and beauty.
We're just clearing out the room so fast, I can't really like lay into the conversation here. TLDR, grocery store was like a barren wasteland. People weren't fighting each other. Like, I know you've seen some of the videos out there of people like fighting over toilet paper, and trust me, it does exist. Just not in my area. Even though people like to like rag on North Las Vegas as being some sort of like, you know, trashy area, etc., etc. Not the case, because there weren't people out there battling for it. There were people like, oh my god, are people out here really buying, like, kid you not, like 20 things of meat? It's like, dang, dude, 20 things of meat. Is there any meat left over there? The meat aisle? Completely gone except for the expensive meat. Because after all, even in like a pseudo-panic apocalypse situation, you gotta get the good cuts, the cheap cuts as well. The good cuts, though, that cost too much money, miss me with that, alright? I didn't check the spam aisle, although I was very curious, because I'm like, spam's gotta be one of the things that I want to say is there, because like a lot of people, namely like just your standard American, they see spam, they're like, ooh, it's like dog food, and I'm like, alright, brother, more for me. Haven't had spam in a minute, though, mostly just out of like a health concern. And I do miss spam, like, you know, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea, like, you know, forego a little bit of your health right now to make sure you have some sort of long-form food, but spam, you can miss it with that. Like, you know, spam and rice, not bad. You can go spam light, and if I had to take a jab at it, I have no doubt, even if, like, spam was getting, like, bought out in, like, droves, I guarantee you spam light's still there, because that's not that good. It's better for you, arguably, like, you're still drinking spam. That's like the difference between drinking like a, you know, a Coca-Cola and a Diet Coca-Cola. Same thing, in my eyes at least, but it's 50% less of something, but you're still, you know, eating spam or drinking soda. But I digress, at least with, like, you know, a diet. People say a diet drink gives them some sort of different taste. Spam light, it sucks. I know this wasn't supposed to be a piece of me, like, you know, talking about spam. I'm just saying, like, a variety of pieces in the shop was empty. The expensive meat was not empty, which I found, again, it's just more like a, oh, that's amusing. People don't want the expensive meat, but, you know, they'll take the cheap cuts just because you can stockpile more than you ever need. Also, most people in Las Vegas don't have a freezer big enough to store that much meat, but again, that's just a further digression. We went there for like a bunch of canned foods. Surprisingly, canned foods, soups, produce, vegetables, fruits, a lot of the stuff that's like, you know, yeah, it's perishable, but like, there was a lot of it there. Like, yeah, I understand. There's like a lot there. Like, so yeah, we went there, you know, strictly because my mother wanted potatoes, and then we, you know, decided to grab a few more things. Like the fact that like all the produce was there, and you know, maybe some people are afraid, like, ooh, what if someone like, you know, touched it or coughed on it, and then, you know, coughed on their hands and touched it? Like, yeah, I get it, but like, you think it's gonna make a difference? Like, you're buying like the, you know, unsealed or, you know, sealed pistachios, is like someone didn't like cough on the bag, and you're not gonna like touch your face after picking that up. Like, give me a break, all right? You can wash vegetables. You can wash that stuff. I mean, arguably not with soap, but like maybe I'm like talking out of my ass here, but I just find it amusing the things people were stocking up on were not the things you probably should be stocking up on. Like again, the cans of soup and the canned food, non-perishables, there's just so much left. Went down the water aisle, every single imaginable, yeah, nice. Every bottle of water brand, Arrowhead, Dejani, Dejani and Arrow, like there's probably more, right? Some sort of like, you know, special Costco brand, I'm sure there's something like that out there. Completely gone. Fiji water, Smart water, and any of those other bougie-esque waters that don't come in like super big like broths, but like come in some very sizable bottles. There's just stockpiles of it there. And again, just amusing. It's like, I know, it's a little more pricey. I get it. You don't want to spend that much on water, but you got people out here complaining that they can't get water. I'm like, sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet. You gotta buy that Smart water. I know you don't want to spend like $1.50 on a single bottle of water, but like, it's what you gotta do, I guess. Or alternatively, like I mentioned before, you know, buy a water filter. Buy a Brita water filter and like, you know, just fill like that up a few times and like put it into bigger jars into your fridge and you'll probably be good. A lot of things baffle me about this whole situation. People's, I don't want to say stupidity, because like I get it comes from a point of panic and like concern, like, you know, gotta feed your children, gotta have toilet paper to wipe your ass in like 2 months, but like just be real with me and level. Are you doing it out of like a genuine like concern you're prepping well, or are you sort of just like, you know, doing a very foolish panic situation? Anyway, grocery store was fun. It was interesting. It was not crazy again. People were polite. It's just some of the things people are buying. Like one dude had like 50 avocados in his cart. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not building it up for a bit on this video. Some dude had 50 avocados. What are you doing? He loves avocados, Tim. Yeah, but like, that's all the avocados. That's all of them. In their case, not all of them, but it's like, it's a handful. Like you probably got like 1/8 of the supply. At least that's what Smith had at least. All right. After you take damage, dash to recover 40%. And it never works for me. I'll just be honest. It never does. Let's give me the move speed bonus here. And we'll go ahead and snag that up here. I'm trying to think, was there anything else going on there? You know, oh yeah, cereal. Cereal was gone. Eggs was fully gone. Milk, in varieties, there was still a lot of milk. Kind of happy with that. Like, milk is pretty important in my life. You know, some people, when it comes to milk, it's take it or leave it. I get it. Oh, completely eating it. I mean, we're completely crushing it as well. But like eggs, it's like, yeah, eggs are a pretty big deal. And the rice is also a pretty big deal. Egg spam and rice, like you could probably last a while off of that. It's good cuisine. Anyone, again, I just like, you know, talked about spam extensively early on. But like spam, you're sleeping on it. In small amounts, is not bad. As like a non-perishable, like, you know, need this thing to have a long shelf life type of food, it's quite good for what you're getting at right now. Yeah. So, my Saturday was spent at the grocery store. I was also going to hang out with friends on Sunday, but it was a get-together for like a friend's birthday party, and I'm not trying to say like, hey, you know, I don't care if it's your birthday in like, you know, March or April right now, you should just call it off. But a part of me was just like, I really don't want to be gathering around with a bunch of people at the moment. I say this as like my friend quite literally like texted me, and then like, you know, his wife texted in our open chat. 2 different ways of inviting us to a party that's going on tomorrow. It's a St. Patrick's Day / layoff party, and as sad as that is to say, that's exactly the situation. But I don't really want to go to large gatherings. It's more out of like a concern of like being kind to like the elders in my life, i.e. mostly like my mother, who is definitely at risk of this whole situation. So I really don't want to expose myself to a lot of these things. But they're pulling on me. It's like, hey Tim, you know, if you want, you can come over. There's gonna be people there. I'm like, yeah, but like, my mother's health is important to me, and in general, I'm already like very antisocial, so social distancing, doing a pretty good job, just saying. And also, I could just like come home and sleep in my bed. Yeah, on that front, like, yeah. As far as like employment goes, I'm doing okay. A variety of people in the state, largely in the city of Las Vegas, is getting hit a little bit harder. Reno's probably gonna get hit a little hard as well, but not nearly as bad. My city is gonna suffer, guys. Like, it's gonna suffer big time. It's like, what do you want? It's like, you know, it's tourism, hotels, food, entertainment, the works. Pretty much everything that's like a leisure and revolves around like having a lot of people come in contact with each other to do. You know, it's not looking too good there. It's not looking too good at all. I'm not gonna go into details with some of my friends. I can't say for my situation though. I'm still gonna be employed. I'm very grateful for that. It's part of the reason why it's like, you know, anytime. I've gotten feedback from my friends about, you know, hey, I know I complain about my job a lot, and that's totally fair. And I feel like if you work somewhere and you don't have like any complaints, like something's amiss. Either you're the CEO or, you know, you're playing yourself. You can have like valid, fair complaints, and valid, fair complaints, even if like they get like heated or, you know, a little bit more of an impassioned response, does not mean outright like, you know, quit your job, right? Because I know that's been a thought, like in a conversation point my friends have brought up to me. It's like, hey, you know, I know you're having a rough time at work. You ever thought about just like leaving? It's like, yeah, I have, but like in hindsight, a lot of things to complain about. Please, I'm talking about my work right now. A lot of things to complain about. Yeah, you know, they could be better, and they absolutely could be. I'm not sitting here going to sugarcoat it. It's like, oh well, you know, given the situation, I guess I should be grateful that I have a job outright. But the other half of that is yes, that is very true, because a lot of people are not going to have a job here in a little while. Yeah, like, you know, despite having complaints and like extreme frustrations that I am venting and trying to fix, it ain't something that's just like caused me to outright leave. And in hindsight, I know hindsight's like 20/20, but like, I feel like I made a pretty good call in doing that, because would not want to leave my current position only to find out it's like, hey, you know, like employment's gone down to like 12% for people hiring in the vicinity. That's the situation it's in. It's like, yeah, I could have left my job and found myself in that situation. Again, I'm not saying it's like the ends justify the means. Like the situation at the end of the day is like a result of me, like, sort of having this forethought, this foresight. I didn't leave my job, and I still continue to do my job because it adds value to my life. Minus like some pseudo imposter syndrome pieces that I am starting to feel at work. Maybe more on that at 11, Ted. Yeah. Just saying, employment-wise, I'm doing fine. A lot of other people, it's gonna be dicey. Gotta hunker down and, you know, do what I can. Do what I can to help out my fellow Vegian? Las Vegian? Whatever it may be. But sometimes it's as simple as, like, you know, if you're gonna order Postmates, leave a good tip for once, Buster. I've never not left a good tip for the record. I'm just saying, like, maybe if you got, like, you know, you work an hour of overtime, pass that overtime on to them. I'm not saying it's like also the excuse of like, yeah, you know, government won't help them, so I gotta help them out. It's like, no, I should absolutely still be laying into my government, and I am, and I absolutely am, because this has been one of the most frustrating pieces ever. Experiences, not pieces. Frustrating events in my life, just because like we had the signs of it coming. People were being very stupid. People were being very ignorant. People are still being very ignorant, and I hate that. And, like, you know, when shit hits the fan, it's like, well, there's nothing we could do, dudes. You know, like, you know, variety of, like, businesses and industries are, like, really just giving us, like, there's nothing I could do gamer voice right now. It's frustrating, because it's like, the signs have been showing for a while, and it takes a pandemic for it to really, like, hit that boiling point. It's just annoying. Like, a lot of things could have been prevented, could have been addressed. The world could be a different place, etc. I'm not trying to, like, harp on this as, like, a big political piece. I'm just saying... Actually, I will say it. If we're gonna sit there and like throw an exorbitant amount of money, and this is about as political as you're gonna hear Tim get on a, you know, Hades video, so forgive me if you just wanted to watch me punch stuff. It's still going on. The punch is still going on, but like, I don't have the numbers, so I don't know like if this is like a truly ignorant thing to say, but like $1.5 trillion to bail out the markets. We got people out here like, you know, concerned about paying their goddamn rent. Because, you know, they're losing their job, and society's sort of collapsing on itself. Not in like, oh, everybody panic way. It's just like, yeah, we quite literally have to shut down a large portion of Vegas because we don't want to spread the thing faster than we already have. And it's also not saying, like, we've done a bad job. Like, we're doing a very good job, I believe, of trying to, like, self-isolate or distance, social distance ourselves, TLDR. But the economic effects on it, at least in my city, are going to be devastating. And then when I see this article of, like, a huge bailout going to the big markets. And again, I might be talking about my ass here. Not about my ass. Out my ass. A part of me just, it dies. Like, okay, yeah, maybe there's something I don't understand where, like, if we don't bail out these markets and everyone's investment funds and, like, you know, their 401ks are meaningless and, like, and everyone's gonna suffer in the long run. I just find it harder and hard to believe, especially because, like, you know, now that I'm at the ripe age of 26 and I'm actually paying attention to this thing compared to, like, 2008 where all I cared about was, like, Halo 3 coming out. I'm like, oh boy, Halo, you know, the economy's in the toilet. Paying attention to it, I'm like, hey, I'm getting like some severe deja vu right now, government. We did this once before, and you know things didn't really improve, and the common person still suffered, and like you know we're doing this thing again, and like the common person's still suffering, and the market didn't get that much better. So I'm kind of just sitting here like, what the fuck? Do we care about the common person? I already know the answer to that. I don't want to think about it, but it's like it's extremely frustrating. I didn't mean to get so rambly on this one. I really was just gonna have like a lo-fi, you know, chill recording, but like, I'm pissed. I'm pissed.
I could have sworn you were so close before, but now you're back?
Yeah, I died.
Must have tripped up just when victory was close at hand. It happens all the time.
Cast? Yeah. The call is also very good. I'm not really using my cast too much. Her call is excellent. Yeah, I do apologize for getting like a little like rambly and like political-esque, you know, fill in the blanks. The right word to use there. Some form of political discussion. I'm not a fan of doing that discourse. I genuinely am frustrated, because I still can't like form proper words here at the situation. But I think that's about as much as I can say there. I can sit here and like say I'm pissed for like, you know, next 20 minutes, and that's really not gonna, one, solve anything, two, make for an entertaining video. So I mean, the whole like entertainment sphere right now, like, you know, what are you gonna talk about outside of like, you know, weird Facebook ads is quite literally like, yeah, we got a bit of a pandemic on our hands. That's pretty much it. Like, you know, Facebook ads I'm getting are quite literally like, I'm getting a lot of ads for a game called Lockdown right now, which, you know, very ironic timing, I suppose, and I can't help but feel like that's part of the reason why I'm getting the ads for it. I'm not saying like Facebook has like some sort of a twisted sense of humor. I'm just saying like, yeah, the makers of this game called Lockdown, they know what's up. They're like, yeah. I mean, it's kind of been like grim humor in its own way, but it's like, yeah, I mean, if people Google Lockdown, yes, they're going to see some information about certain areas getting locked down, but they're also going to see this anime game. And then they may or may not, like, you know, grapevine it onto some people, and they may or may not spend some sort of microtransaction purchase on it, and all of a sudden you made a little bit of money out of the situation. And you know what? I don't really have anything to say there. I'm not even going to say, like, good for you. It's just like, yeah, I get it. That's different. That's a little different in my eyes. Yeah. So the last week has literally been like Corona this, Corona that. It's I don't want to say it's exhausting, because I do feel like it is important to, like, you know, give it proper attention. And, you know, again, if we were trying to like not harp on like the Twitter piece too much, a lot of people out there like weeks ago saying and doing some very ignorant things, and the people in Florida right now that are gathering in masses on the beach, just kind of please stop that, because you're making the country look very stupid again. We're already in the limelight of being very dumb, and now it's like, hey, you know, social distancing, guys, will help us flatten the curve, so when the inevitable people get sick, we'll have more space and beds in the hospital to take care of it. And it's like a picture of Florida. Everybody's at the beach today. Happy spring break, everybody. It's like, stop. Please stop. Go home. Watch a Netflix show. I hear Castlevania is pretty good. BoJack. The Stranger Things, if it's still on there, is that like a... Demonstrator, listen, I'm rambling here. Any of it, like, you know, just go home. I know it's the beach and it's spring break, but like, please stop. Do your part. I mean, there's a handful of people, and like, this is me getting like on a more petty level, but like a handful of people I see like on my Facebook stories are like, here's how we're dealing with the coronavirus. You know, picture them at a Korean barbecue, place is packed. Picture them at a bar, place is packed. Freaking dancing downtown. It's like, I don't know who you're trying to impress. The answer is nobody. Outside of your same friends that are also in like the same Facebook story, but it's like, you're not taking some sort of moral high ground here, like, oh, self-quarantine? I don't think so. Social distancing? Look at all the fun I'm having. It's like, you're being very ignorant and foolish, and it's upsetting, but by all means, it's your life. I can't tell you how to live it. It's just, the degrees of cheese, they're there. There's a few degrees of cheese. Alright. Of course, when I say this, I'm not like outright saying like everybody has to like cease existing or like cancel your birthday party like the, you know, the one I didn't go to. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I'm just saying if you have the means to like, you know, do something else and you don't need to go out, like just don't. It's a very good reason why I may not be going to this St. Patrick's Day / layoff, you know, party, because the latter half also makes me sad. But it's like, is it worth it, whatever type of experience I'm going to have there, if like I risk getting myself infected and then potentially passing on to like someone that could actually be harmed from this on a higher level? The answer is no. It definitely is like a little more impactful, especially when you have like an immediate family member such as like a parent that it falls under. It's like, yeah, no, I'm good. No, thank you. But Tim, think of all the hot babes at that party you're going to be missing out on. I don't care. I don't want to get my mother sick. All the free Corona you could ever ask for. It's a good joke in its own way as well, but like I still don't care. I also don't even like Corona that much. I'm just saying. Like I'll drink it with a lime, but that's about it. Well, Tim, what if I told you were guaranteed to get laid? No, you don't understand. You don't understand. It's not worth it. Just stay home. Make your own Korean barbecue. It's called cooking. Just order some brisket and cook it. Ah, it's Korean barbecue. You could do it on the, you know, the the fire pit that I mentioned earlier. I was looking for the word. I was about to say fire starter, but that's the song. Because he's a fire starter. Something fire starter. Boo, doo, 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 doo. I don't remember how that song goes. Who's the artist for that song? Beats me, brother. It's been a minute since I took that class. I want to say it's some English actor. English musician, I should say, but I couldn't quote you. You know what? Let's do the alt-tab bit. Fire starter song. Yep, that's the one. By The Prodigy. This is the song, right? This has to be. Yeah, it's in black and white. Yeah, the music video is in black and white. I know what it is. Yeah, it's the song. Alright. Hydra's been defeated. I've successfully rambled on about the current state of my country, my frustrations with it, the current state of my city. Is there anything else that I can hit the nail on the coffin for right now? I mean, I could really like go into some topics, but like, yeah. I've gotten the gist down. I mean, work-wise, I haven't mentioned like, you know, yeah, I'm still good to go on work. Work from home is, I didn't change this, but that's okay because we're still upgrading the black shawl. Thank God. You need to punch him in the back. Working from home is, and I think I might have mentioned it briefly and immediately have forgotten because, you know, insert referential disease that I may or may not have made a joke about at some point in time about this, like with my memory being bad, but like, yeah, I'm gonna be working from home soon. Is pretty much the short I'm trying to say here. Go ahead and give me that pumice granite. We're really light on boons, surprisingly.
More long spears.
Okay, this is gonna be interesting. My damage is not that impressive.
One's rearming.
Oh right, I have to like actually finish them off. Alright. You have to forgive me, it has been about a week since I have played this game. And I don't like it, trust me, I don't like it. Like, I had every means to on Friday to play this game, and then, you know, I crawled into bed at like 5 o'clock because I wasn't going out that Friday. Not because of social distancing in that case, that's just because I had plans that I wanted to do, but unfortunately I could not. I still have one person I do want to see, like, somewhat frequently if possible, just because I'm not trying to, like, doomsday scenario say, but, like, you never know, like, when things are going to get potentially even worse, so, spend time with your loved ones while you can, I suppose, especially if they're on the other side of the town and it's very difficult to commute right now, etc., etc. But yeah, like, I'm like, oh yeah, it's Friday, I can totally get some I can get, like, 3 recordings done right now. 5 o'clock hits, a good stream comes on, I'm like, yeah, I like this stream. Watch it for about 15 minutes, I'm like, yeah, I'm vibing. I'm vibing, bro. No scuffed here. No scuffed vibes. Trying to be hip. I'm like, you know what? What do I just, like, lay down? Yeah, the sun's still out. And, like, you know, crack open a window because it's, like, a nice, crisp 60 to 70 degrees outside of Vegas right now. Beautiful weather, I'll tell you. Beautiful weather. I'm like, yeah, let's do that. Let's crack open a window. Let's crawl into bed. And all of a sudden, it's like, oh, hey, surprise, it's 9 o'clock. And the stream's still going on. I'm like, you know what? This is my jam right now. And then I got out, I'm like, okay, now I can do some recording. I feel rested, I can do some stuff. I saw 4 of my friends sitting in Discord. They're like, hey, Tim, you know, we're doing our hashtag self-quarantine, fellow memer. Would you like to play some League of Legends with us? I'm like, I don't know. This is like really like flipping a die if I'm gonna have a good time or not. Played like 6 games of League of Legends, won every single one. Greatest dopamine to my brain that I've ever felt in a long time playing that thing. It was beautiful. We won every single game in like, not convincing fashion, because there's like a lot of like, questionable, like, hey, we might have just thrown like 3 times here, but I'm not gonna like, you know, toot my own horn because I'm not someone that is to do that, but like, if you know League of Legends, there's a variety of positions you play in that game. One of the positions is jungle, and nobody on my friends list or in my media friend group likes to play jungle because it does require some sort of like strategic capacity. I'm a jungler at heart. They're like, alright, what position do you want? I'm like, you guys already know, it's jungle. My jungling this weekend. Chef's fucking kiss. It was actually amazing. I have never played that well in a long time, so it felt really good. Like it was a legit like injection of dopamine on my Friday night for like 6 hours straight. It was beautiful. Or maybe it was like 4 hours straight because a lot of them were like early surrenders. So in case you're wondering, hey, was the whole like coronavirus thing stopping you from recording? In some ways, yes, but a large portion of that was my own goddamn fault. Okay, we need to focus in here because he's stealing my kills. Wait, I'm saying he's stealing my kills, but like I'm doing quite good actually. Please get punched. No, I want this kill. No, you don't understand, I want this kill. I mean, some downside news for, like, you know, what we did this weekend. Didn't get to do D&D, unfortunately. My boy Rod is currently in a very tenuous time with schooling, and he just, you know... Hey, I'm not gonna say, hey, put D&D first over your education. Nah, dude. You got something to do that's important for your education? You do that education, brother. No problem. We'll postpone it until this weekend. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. It was supposed to be the finale this weekend, but it's fine. We'll do the finale this weekend. Yeah. Whenever your special slate slows, restore 2% life. Wow. After using your special, deal 80 damage in the area where you land. Wow. Your attack deals 5 damage for each uninterrupted hit. That's exactly the synergy that I want. Alright, see you later, brother. Just say, you're gonna let me out here? Kind of trap me in. Alright, shop says... Aphrodite.
Cheers, mate.
The boons are not that good, but this is something we can get for some long-term gains. Not that great. Not that great. But I will take it.
No love with
some more max life, some more purple drink, and then we'll throw ourselves into Dionysus? What does this skull mean? Does this just mean I have better odds on, like, getting something good? I like Dionysus, but... There's actually not a lot of good she can give me. She can give me something that's really gonna set me back, so yeah. Pass on that. Give me my boy. My 1-2 punch. Look at the damage. The backstab included. It's insane. Dodge it. There we go. I was about to say send it. We don't say send it yet. We save send it for the Satyr floor. You already know that. There we go. I'm glad I was able to... Oh, no. Please get punched. Please get beamed. Good. To say that explosion damage is going to come in handy here. You know, something I could do if, you know, if you guys are familiar with an anime called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I could do the Mada right now. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not doing it because I'm not, you know, saying, you know, I'm some sort of, like, high culture elitist that, you know, I don't do the JoJo reference, because I hear JoJo's a great show. I've intended to watch JoJo for a while now, especially because, like, I think it's been going on for 6 years. Is it still going on? I wouldn't know. It's on the to-do list for, like, anime to watch, right after I watched Fooly Cooly Alternative, or was it Progressive? I know it's not good. Listen, I know the new Fooly Cooly stuff's not that good, but, like, that's the extent of my anime, alright? I watched that shit when I was a child, I'm like, yo, this is wild. I watched it as an adult, I'm like, it's wild, but now I get some of the references. I'm like, you know, maybe this will be one of the animes that I watch, fellow anime watchers. Haven't got around to it in, like, 2 years. I watched their first new season when it came out, like, 2 years ago, and I'm like, I'll watch the other one, and then I'll catch back up on Bleach, and then I'm like, anime. Deal 3 more damage when... Or deal more damage when 3 foes are afflicted with hangover. I mean, I guess. Anime's always, like, one of those interesting points of, like, conversation, because, like, no matter who I meet, like, new friends, like, adult coworkers or otherwise, people always like to talk about anime these days. It's just more acceptable, I guess, more socially acceptable. People aren't gonna, like, you know, shove you into a locker for it. Not that that ever happened in my high school, because lockers were a myth. Yeah, it's just, like, I feel like I'm the deadweight now. Like, I've inverse. Like, when I was younger, I'm, like, you know, trying to talk to anybody. It's like, you talk to a girl in high school about anime, they're gonna look at you like, anime? You still watch those cartoons? Oh my god. Nowadays, like, you know, if like some girl or like, you know, someone I'm meeting at like a party or one of my coworkers, they're like, oh yeah, do you watch anime? I'm like, well, not really. They're like, oh, that's unfortunate. You know? Not a big deal. It's like, yeah, it's like, oh great, now I'm the freaking wet blanket. I don't do the thing everybody else likes now. I'm missing out. To be fair, like, you know, I've said my piece on when it comes to like anime conversations, largely because of one of my immediate friends, who may or may not be like a supreme anime elitist, and if you mention like anything shonen, it's like, oh, that's your anime, huh? I like to watch this obscure show that only has 20 episodes out, and that's the entire season. It's quite good, you see, because it ends in a very quick and effective manner, and then it doesn't have an extended story to it. It's like, I get it. Everything I watch is trash, and everything you like is not trash. Whatever. There's no moral high ground to be had here in this conversation. It's quite literally like, bruh, these cartoons, alright? I'm just talking about, like, some Japanese cartoon that I like watching, and I'm sitting here getting shamed for it. It's like, you know what? I don't feel like talking or watching anime all of a sudden. And then it like stirs to like my dismay when like people are like, you want to talk about anime? I'm like, I don't really want to talk about anime. It's like, you hate anime? I'm like, no, I'm not that into it anymore. Dang, what a shame.
You honor me.
There's a bit of irony in this, I should say. Like, I'm not outright, like, you know, again, I've never been someone that's like, if you watch anime, you're a loser. I'm also not saying if you're someone that's like an anime elitist, you're a bad person. I would just say, like, please, it's a television show, let people enjoy it. It's like, as far as like hobby-wise for me, I'm like, eh. If there's an itch for it, or there's something like, you know, short that I can watch, or I just want to catch back up on a show I watched when I was 10, by all means.
Something the matter there, stranger?
By all means.
Or have you come to torment me some more with idle chat?
I know. Sorry, bro. I'm like really close to you. I should be social distancing.
Patroclus, I know who you are, sir. And you know Achilles. He serves us at my home. He trained me. He sends you his regards and love.
Oh yeah, this is like a story thing I haven't done in a minute. Whoops. I keep skipping this guy.
So then you've seen him, have you? In your father's house? And want me to believe he said all that? You'll forgive me if I am a little skeptical. In life, I left Achilles, and in death, he left me.
Oh my god. Why is everyone in this afterlife so freaking melodramatic with their relationship? Darius and his father, Aphrodite, or not Aphrodite, Eurydice and the freaking guitar player guy. Everyone's just so freaking angsty, dude. Just fuck. Alright?
Can't possibly be true. There must be some misunderstanding here.
Just pair these people up so they can fuck, and then they, you know, they'll feel better about themselves and maybe like have some sort of connection, or just stop being so goddamn dreary all the time.
Humor him for me, I guess. Tell him I'm doing perfectly all right, won't you?
Yes, I do not wish to speak to him. We separated in life and death, but please give him my fine regards so we can continue this long-winded conversation of how I don't miss him and I don't love him, but I do love him and I do miss him. There's the guys just, you know, Zagreus, he'll hook up with his father. It's like, yo, can these two like get together for like one bang session? It sounds like they could really use it. Everyone's really like just dreary about this whole thing. Go ahead and re-roll this.
Let's try this instead.
That's gonna be a miss, brother. Alright. Get some social distancing on these guys. Good combo. Good combos. TJ combo. Straight out of Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct, one of my favorite fighting games on the N64. Killer Instinct Gold, by chance. You don't know about Killer Instinct Gold? You only know that new Killer Instinct that came out that was like an extreme money grab? I know. Me too, and I'm very depressed about that. The Killer Instinct was legit. You want to talk about like the legit best button mashing fighting game out there? It's that one. Just freaking beat the Christ out of your N64 controller and you'll land a combo. You can get fatalities just by like, you know, mashing the buttons in the general direction of the combo finisher. It's just that easy. Alright. Hold up. No. I say that and then you hit me anyway. Really friggin' rude, brother. No! Don't rebirth. Just die. Mata. There, I did it. See? I did the JoJo thing. Alright. Just send it. I've caught like one whole fish on this run. Just send it. I mean, or just go to the next room. No, send it. Send it for the next floor.
Good old Charon.
Yeah, we'll grab that. And the hangover paunches keep rolling. I'll grab some burger. I'll grab some of that. Just smash all the pots. And let's go. These two don't give me any new dialogue, so we can save some time on this. If he grabs his spear, we know. Yeah, there it is. Punch him. Good hit. Can't be cheesed about that. But load him up. Resist plus. Then you go for the Dunkachino, and then I go for the backstab punch. Who's ringing my door? Alright, I have family home, so they will answer the door. Keep my ears open, though. You never know in these dire times. That's an exaggeration and a joke. It's not dire times. I'm not saying it's like straight up, you know, World War Z out here. I'm just saying, you know, it was a joke. There shouldn't be anything to like bid on that. No bit should be had in general. Everything's okay. That's not exactly what I was hoping that would, you know, hit, but all right. 1, 2, and then you go for the Dunkachino. Oh, you went for a different Dunkachino. Oh, hold up. Well, that's a fun bit of news. My sister came into my room and said there is a quarantine pizza, 50% off, Domino's everywhere. So there you go, guys. Eat up. See? There could be some lighthearted humor had in the midst of a pretty serious situation. I mean, when I was leaving my office today, I was quite literally like telling everybody, all right, you know, see you tomorrow, fellow wasteland wanderers. Like, it's a joke. Everyone really laughed in good spirits. I know things are really crazy right now, but you gotta have a laugh every now and then. That was supposed to be my intent with this video, is like, you know, make some jokes and have a good time, but then I got, like, extremely political, which was not my intent. Again, oh god. I do apologize. My intent with this video was not really to, like, get into the politics of the whole situation, how much, like, I agree or disagree with how things are being handled. It was quite literally just to be like, yeah. It's a point of conversation. I was supposed to make bits, I was supposed to do jokes, I was supposed to talk about butts, but, you know.
One champion.
I can't hide my true feelings sometimes. When you got passionate about something, you got passionate about something. And you're damn right, as soon as I finish this run, I'm gonna have something like quarantine pizza. I saw some quarantine breadsticks in there, if I'm not mistaken. A quarantine 2-liter. Nah, we don't do the 2-liter soda. I think I've said it before, but like I'm not a soda person. I'm a water person, like full stop. And speaking of. Oh yeah, brother. We don't do the 2-liter soda. I haven't had a 2-liter of soda anything since I was like legit probably like 15 or younger.
One more
And I'm talking like, oh, I'm drinking the full 2-liter of freaking Dr. Pepper, dude. Or Mountain Dew in this case. Younger me, my body's like, yo, Tim, this is garbage. I'm like, yeah, but we can process it. I'm like, hell yeah, brother, we can process it. We're practically like, you know, a young dog who can eat like copious amounts of sugar, fat, and like, you know, grease, and you'll be fine. These days, if I ever get a soda, I'll full stop, it's gonna be a Sprite. It's gonna be a Sprite, a singular Sprite, and I will ask for water with it. And after I finish that Sprite, I cannot have another. It's just too much. I say this is like I still drink energy drinks on occasion. That's a little different, even though it's still like sugar, but like it's largely more caffeine and then artificial sugar. And I know, don't at me for the artificial sugar. I know, it's still sugar. May cause some sort of like, you know, bodily harm to me because of it being artificial sugar in its own right. I'm just saying, outright like soda, I can't do it. I just can't. My body cannot process it. I'd say the same thing for like, you know, grease and fast food, but I'm quite literally about to eat pizza after this. Maybe a single slice, because I did like cook myself up a healthy dinner. I do cook my own meals, and by that I mean I go to the frozen food aisle, and I find like a fettuccine pasta alfredo thing. I'm like, yeah, that seems pretty good. Freaking throw that into a bowl, it's frozen as hell. Throw that block of whatever sauce is in there, also frozen as hell. Eat it up, eat it up. I'm like, you know what? Look at me. I'm doing it. I'm adulting. I'm cooking my own meals. Hardly. People laugh when they say, like, you know, cooking is like a talent, right? It legit is. I know one day when I live on my own, if I don't, like, you know, have a partner or, like, a roommate who is someone who does, like, cook, it's gonna be me eating out on some occasions, and, like, my idea of cooking is gonna be bread and peanut butter, or, again, more like frozen frozen meals. Legit frozen meals. I'm not saying I'm gonna freaking like whip out the dinosaur chicken nuggets. I'm not 12. Also, those things are not of quality, even though I will still eat them. Again, something else that I haven't had in a minute is the dinosaur chicken nuggets. It's practically like the meme food at this point. Like, you see someone eating dinosaur chicken nuggets, you're like, brother, what is you doing with your life? I say it's like a, you know, there's like a singular like medical YouTuber-esque individual that does like legit case studies and is like a legit doctor, and it's like, you know what I got in my fridge here? Dinosaur chicken nuggets. I'm like, alright, you've invalidated my bit. You are the professional, you may have your dinosaur chicken nuggets, by all means, my friend. He'd be my blast, please. Oh, bro. Oi, 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 oi. Just dodge him. Blast him. Yeah. That's the ticket right there. I only usually use it. Wow, slow your words there. I only really use that on the Hades fight. So throwing that out there, hitting a bunch of people, felt good. Really, like, I had to pause on that one. Like I listened to myself, I'm like, bro, you're talking way too fast. Just slow your roll, just a pico bit. Your video's not going anywhere. It's only gonna go as fast as you want to go. You got something to say it over a long period of time. You don't gotta crunch it out. I would like this pomegranate, however. Dude, hangover strikes up to 15. We don't hit that hard, but over time we are hitting for a bit. It's a slow burn. And getting that projectile attack off of every hit. It's quite nice, quite nice. Punch him up. Dust him. Grab your stuff and... No! I sent it too soon! The Gul'dan pot was right there, brother. I didn't get the Gul'dan pot. Alright, good enough. Just send it. There's no money to be had here. Send it. Alright. We have successfully sent it. Pomegranate.
Power of the gods.
This going up is going to be nice. Getting the beam damage up is also something I've been considering. The beam is quite good. I really haven't gone too cast heavy on this one because I wanted to use the new weapon. Full stop. That's the only reason why you see me going hard on the, the punches here. Because we've seen the Crystal Beam build before. We've seen Pocket Sand. We've seen Festive Fog. Our Artemis's cast, that's arguably like one that's like a filler cast. Probably fits the build a little bit better if you want to go for the weapons, I suppose, but... Eh. You've seen a cast run like, a dime a dozen times now. You don't need to see another one. This is a new weapon. Fist of Fury. Fist of Fury slightly political edition with Tim. Send it. Now, why are we going to Demeter here? Mostly because we can. I fully expect to get burned by her here. Like, full stop. If I don't get burned here, I'm going to be... Well, I'll be grateful, but, like, I'll be surprised as well. Send it. Because you're going to give me the freaking, oh, hey, I'm going to lower the rank of all your boons, and then over time, they're going to get better. It's like, that's real cute. It's real cute at the end of my goddamn run. Grab that coin, send it. What boss you got for me? Is this Rat Boss? It's Rat Boss. Okay, give him the beam. There you go, keep him coming. Oh my Jesus, where is he? He's out there somewhere, there he is. No, why'd the beam go after him? I wanted to go after this individual. Get dusted, son. Get me that Demeter boon. Show it to me. Show me the harvest. Well, you have no cast. Take 10% less damage and deal more. That's quite good, actually. That's actually outstanding. I'm glad we came. Glad we came. Thank you, Demeter. We're trying to hit that gold in 300. We're 6 gold off, so we're going to hop into another room. It's going to be gold room. We're still sitting at max HP, surprisingly. I've been getting, like, completely clobbered. You probably have been paying attention on this run more than I have. I've been getting clobbered by a lot of rooms, and somehow I'm still at full HP. Paying, like, no attention to the HP loss. Like, I know on, like, the Tisiphone fight, I got hit, like, a solid, like, 10 or so times in an instant. Got down to, like, 60 or 80 HP. Unfazed. Does this mean it's a new year, it's a new Tim, he's not gonna get mad every time he takes damage? Absolutely not. I was just really into the sauce of my conversation at the time. Which, now that I'm thinking about it, at that point, we didn't really have, like, a soft conversation going on. It was just me sort of playing the game. Floor 2 was really when the bits started laying in, and that tends to be the standard, really. Like, if I could think on it, like, for just a second, like, wasn't I talking about Pursuit of Happiness at one point on Floor 2? I think I was. Cyclops Jerky, because we're almost done here. That extra auto attack damage is going to help out on the Hadamus fight. So I am just sort of future prepping myself on that. And I'm doing shockwaves, dude. I'm getting so hyped up I can't even, like, think of the words right now. I'm doing shockwaves with my punches. Good Dustin, good Dustin. This is Fury. Good Dustin, good Dustin. Okay, it's okay, that's okay. Keep him staggered. The Beyblade gave me a little bit of a hand there. No, 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 no. Alright, get over here. I gotta send this guy. And he has been successfully sent. Another flawless room. Money's in the bank. Let's get that pomegranate.
Cheers, mate.
This is like the bean damage is good, but like this is really where the bread and butter is coming from. So do that. Grab the max HP, 260. Give Cerberus his snack. And let's round out this video. It's only an hour long right now. We made up some time. This seemed to be good. You know, fast clearing weapon. Had we not, you know, milked so much time in the intro, it'd probably be done by now. That's okay. See if he has anything to say about the new weapons I'm using. The guns I'm holding.
What is it going to take for you to understand that your place is in the house?
Dong dong dong. Let's do it, brother. Or father. That's cheating. Good dodges. Get some back punches in there. Dude, I'm in the Matrix. I can see his attacks coming right at me. I'm in the zone.
Why do you keep doing this time after blasted time?
Time after time. Oh, okay, okay. We're getting hit a little bit. We're getting hit a little bit. Just dial in, dial in. He's doing his Skulls of Doom attack from the distance. I'm still dodging. Shockwave, dodge it. Clone, dust him. Shockwave, you dodge it again. You see him tossing these out? No problem. Load him up, load him up. Reese's Puffs. The dodge, get him in the back. Watch him disappear. We're only at half, so we're not going as fast as I think I am. Nice, 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 nice. Give him the blast right there. He went invincible! That's so cheese! Ah, I hate him. Okay, good pop on that. Good pop on that. Okay, dust this thing. Nice. Load him up. Where you at? Where you at? You ain't hitting me with that, brother. You ain't hitting me with that one today. Alright, you are hitting me with that one today. Okay, that one's gonna pop, that one's gonna pop. This one we can stop. Oh, didn't stop that one. Alright, he finally got me one of his attacks. Cheeky.
Get up.
Phase 2, phase 2. Okay, he's going for the triples now. Chasing that oh baby a triple fame. Gonna get him below half first, and then we're gonna hit him with the God Call, alright? Yeah, every time he does this, that's freebie damage. There it is. Get blasted. Fantastic blast. Ooh, okay, good hit, good hit. Game recognizes game. Get some distance. Minor cast. Good dodge. Fist Fury. Another cast. He's out of there.
Boy, you speak none of this to anyone.
They already know, dude.
Soon follow.
Yeah, I also know that too. I think Zagreus knows at this point. It's his own little video game, dude. Hey. 32 minutes. Streak continues. And as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for the patience. Thanks for sticking around, even though I disappear for like weeks on end. Valid excuse this time. We're gonna do our best to make sure we stay consistent this week.
Defeating his lord father,
Then we'll work on next week.
Zagreus begins to shiver and catch cold. And, as is well known, there sadly is no cure for such a thing.
No! He died of the cold. What, you thought I was gonna do the joke? It's too easy and it's also insensitive. Well, the latter is like, you know, I could have made the joke. I just chose not to. Thank you for watching, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your morning, evening, etc. whenever it is for when you are watching this, and I will see you all tomorrow or whenever for the next one. Take it easy, everybody.